welcome to Tech Niger, aka Zerotozobo. My name is Adedayo Ademoso, and I'm your host for today. I'm a business development manager at Uleva Technology.
I'm Adib Sibenga, and I'm head of operations at Uleva Technology. I also double as a founder as a co-founder at Firazi. Firazi is an online platform that connects travelers with people who want to send in real time.
Enjoy reliable, fast delivery, discounts, and earn with Firazi.
With everything you've experienced, would you advise anyone to begin a startup journey?
Yes, if you desperately want to build for change and can trade your life for it, but if you're looking for food and instant gratification, just get a 9 to 5 for the SME. That's just the honest truth.
Okay, let's dive into it. What does failure look like for startups in Africa?
You know, when you listen to Silicon Valley podcasts, they tell you fail fast, fail forward. But here in Africa, if you fail fast, you owe everybody, your landlord, PCN, the POS girl down the street. That's the truth.
So is Africa startup friendly?
All right, let me say it's like this. Africa is not a startup friendly zone. You know, the only accelerator we have is NEPA, and it's.
So can you give a real life example of startup struggles?
All right, startup struggles comes from you want to build MVP, you want to launch, then day one, when you have all your team gathered together, the next day you're getting an email that, sorry, I've got a new job somewhere, and one key member of your team is gone. Okay, let's say aside from that, when you're still even planning your MVP, because most startups, you start off like not having funds to pay the market value, and you want to sell your dream to people, and you gather a bunch of tech guys, business guys, and all that, and you don't have funds to pay them the market value. You will be surprised that as much as your dream is valid, people also want to eat. So you can get ghosted the next day, and let's say you scale to your MVP and you want to launch. Day one, something is affecting your launch as strike, and if you are operating in the logistics space now, you are working with people that own bikes now, and the dispatch rider might just disappear with your customers' pepper.
Okay, so what about tech infrastructure?
Did you just say tech infrastructure? Are you joking? If you've never cried before because of traffic, or your developer couldn't upload a simple file because one network is acting possessed, you have not even built in Africa.
So how about customers' first impressions?
Customers' first impression. If your app fails once, a customer will just drop a review that we don't use spiritually. Nonsense app. Wasted my data,
And how about funding? What's the story there?
So for funding, abroad, right? That's overseas. Someone would just come up and say they are building a social media app for a pet fish, and boom, $2 million. Yeah, you have a real solution for Lagos transport, and they say let's circle back in Q4, and they never do. And there's something these days about the VCs, accelerator programs, and the likes. They just have the same pattern in their email. They tell you we trust what you are doing, blah blah blah, and next they tell you we are sorry this time we can't go with your startup because we have so many applications. It's just like a robot is responding to your messages. Founders that will be watching this can be any witness. You apply to over 15 accelerator programs or maybe VCs now for funding. they would respond just the same way when they are saying, unfortunately, we can't go with you. You would think it's the same customer service representative that is responding to these emails. It's so crazy.
So how real is the spiritual side of entrepreneurship in Africa?
I've said this before in our previous video that if you're building in Africa, one thing that you need to trust is God and your wait. And you know, in Africa, your business can be solid, plan perfect, but if one village of the dreams, you're about to make it. So you have to be spiritual. No, there's no second thought about it. God, you have to put God first.